Yeah, I think first and foremost, we just got to get better shots. It's not like guys were making necessarily bad decisions on the shots they were taking. It's just that we got to do a better job getting our offense flowing, getting guys moving more. Then throwing the ball in the post is going to help out a lot of different people. And there's going to be opportunities for us to kick that ball back out to the wings and get them shots or score the ball. So throwing in the post is going to be a huge part of our game, and being able to go inside out is also really important.
We'll go next to Chris Solari from the Detroit Free Press.
Hey, Joey, Happy New Year. I wondered, when you come out of a shooting performance like that, particularly the early part of that game, you guys were struggling so much. How do you kind of do a mind refresh to move on from that?
You got to study the film. It's hard to kind of not, just kind of just forget about it. You got to study the film and watch what you were doing and what needs to be fixed in terms of just shooting the ball. Guys got to get in the gym, keep working on their shot. I know a lot of our guys get tons of shots up, and maybe it'd be getting a little bit less shots up or getting game speed shots up. So there's a couple things you got to tweak and kind of change and take a look at just to get better shots and then make some shots.
You always hear about, shooting can be contagious for the guys around you. Can missing be contagious the other way too?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think for sure, especially when the ball's not moving as well, and I don't think it was moving quite the way we wanted to, and that's why we spent a lot of time watching film on our offense and then working on it these past couple of days to really improve and get better shots and make it contagious in a good way.
We'll go next to Lindsey Huddleston.
Hey, Joey, I know the last few weeks have been rough for the program, but can you talk about how you having to sit out last year has helped you cope with that? I would imagine that was rougher sitting out a year compared to these last few weeks. But can you talk about what one has helped you with the other?
Yeah, I think just kind of reminding myself the position I was in a year ago has been something that's helped me look at the bright side of things. Even though it's been a struggle doing this whole kind of different season that we're having, no summer really to work out with our team, and kind of being in our own bubble pretty much. And you throw that on top of with 3 losses in a row, started off the Big Ten here. It's definitely a struggle, but there's a lot worse things going on in the world right now. So in the big picture, this is just basketball. It's just a game, and it's something that we all love, and we're gonna have fun doing. So we're gonna continue to work and get better at it, and know that we're in a really good position where we're at, being here at Michigan State, and we're really privileged to be doing what we're doing.
Very good. Great outlook. Thank you.
No problem.
We'll go next to Kyle Austin.
So I'm wondering how much you feel like home court advantage exists so far this season. Obviously there's no fans, but do you feel like it's still tougher to win on the road than at home?
Yeah, I think it is. I think part of it's just comfortability. Being able to do your own game day routine where you are, wherever your school is definitely helpful. The fans does play a little bit of a factor. There's no really hostile environments, but still kind of when you're going on the road, you're kind of throwing off your game day routines a little bit.
And then we'll go back to Chris Solari from the Detroit Free Press.
You made a little bit of a mention to this, but you guys have been on campus since June, right?
Yep.
I mean, we talked a lot about this with the guys in football, but you guys obviously still have a couple months to go. How do you avoid making that? That's got to be a mental challenge in and of itself, but how do you avoid maybe falling into the doldrums that might come with being in one place for so long?
Yeah, it's been really hard. I can't lie. It was good to somewhat see our families for Christmas. They were able. We had a couple of tickets for each player during our Christmas Day game, so that was awesome. That was really a refreshing time. So I think the biggest thing is just kind of, like you said, you're kind of stuck in one spot. But we'd be here anyways, even if it wasn't during this pandemic. The one thing that gets tough is if you have a rough practice or kind of a rough stretch, sometimes you just want to maybe go out and get some pizza with the guys or go to a movie, just kind of get away from basketball. And that's kind of been the hardest thing, I think, dealing with this whole situation right now, is just not being able to really get away from basketball. Every day it's basketball, it's basketball, it's basketball. So we got to stick together. Our coaches have done a great job of that, trying to get us to maybe do some activities that we can, do. It kind of depends just on the, the guidelines and stuff like that. But Yeah, it is hard, but we're gonna get through it, and we're in the Big Ten season right now, so we have a ton to play for. Just got to remind yourself of that.
Then we'll go back to Matt Sharper to wrap it up.
Joey, Aaron talked about this a little bit, but when you find yourself in a 3-game losing streak like this, is it hard to not kind of wallow in that a little bit? How do you keep yourself from doing that? How do you turn it around and to make that have the right mindset to kind of stop that losing streak?
We just got to focus on next play. We lost 3 games in a row, and it happened. We can't have a pity party about it. We just got to focus on next game and keep reminding ourselves of that and pick everybody up. When there's a mistake made, tell the guy next play. Don't focus on what had happened. Just focus on what you can control and what's going to happen in the future.
Thanks,
Yep.
man.
Joey, thanks so much for taking the time.
No problem.
Happy New Year.
Yep. Thank you.